this was in April. Finally, in September, she called me back for an interview. And her assistant took the phone call but didn't give her the message. So the Saturday before I was to fly up on that Monday, I called to confirm. She answered and never got the message. But she decided to meet with me anyways. So I met with her and I explained to her my goals, how I'm planning on moving to New York. I don't want anybody to do anything for me. I'm willing to work in the salon assisting until I'm able to save up enough money so I can start shooting and working and testing with photographers. So okay, cool. She said, I like you. She said, come on, follow me to the Wendy Williams show and I'll just show you behind the scenes. You won't be working, so don't think you're gonna work. I said, cool, that's fine. I really appreciate that. She said, okay. I just want you to know you won't be working. So I come back. We go there. She said, hey, Wendy, this is Antwon. He's going to be filling in for me when I'm not here. I said, whoa. So she said, curl this wig. So while they were taping, I curled the wig. And she came and she said, it's okay. She said, it's all right. Wendy liked it. She said, it's okay. She said, you need more experience. She said, but everybody liked you here. See, I know my strength was my personality. I knew that. And in this industry, it's 80% personality, 20% talent. Talent can be taught and trained. So after that, I told her, I said, I can fly up here every week to train under you, non-paid. She's like, can you afford to do that? I said, I can't afford not to.
Absolutely.
That's wow. That was a great answer. So from September to December, I was flying up every week training under her. And so for the Christmas break, we were off at the show and I was sitting at home. My son was hospitalized. So I'm in the salon by myself and I finally just break down. I'm just crying down. And again, how bad do you want it? I get a phone call from Ken Barbosa. Snotty nose, I look at it. 2 seconds, got myself together. Hey, Ken. Antwon, can you come up to assist Takesha Stuyvesant she's working with Essence. Now, Essence was one of the magazines I put down for one of the magazines that I wanted to work with. Essence, which designer do you want to work with? Tracy Reese was one of them. But anyways, so I was like, yeah, I'll come up. He said, well, So I did my research and it was a big snowstorm that hit New York. So I couldn't get a flight anywhere. So I finally got a flight, but I got a one-way flight. And I said, I get one when I get there. I can come back and I don't worry about that. So I got the last minute flight. I got to my hotel at 2 o'clock, slept for 2 hours because my call time was 4 a.m. And the whole time I was on set, I made sure I was the best damn assistant. Like I blew her away. And throughout assisting, I was on the phone without even interfering with my work to try to find a flight back. I ended up getting a flight in Ronkonkoma. Did I say that right?
Yeah, Ronkonkoma.
Yes.
Yeah, you said it right.
Ronkonkoma, Long Island. I had to take the train
MacArthur
way out to Long
Airport.
Island to get a flight back. And not to mention I lost my license.
Oh my God.
Yep, but they let me get on anyways.
Wow.
And so what happened was she ended up telling Ken that I did a great job. Even Ken had to call me. He's like, she was really impressed by you. She said, as is Hadia and as was Oscar. She said, so you just let me know. I said, well, I'll be moving there and I'm really going to break into the industry. So anything I can do to help, do it. Okay. January 2010, I just said, forget it, I'm going for it. I had $750 in my pocket. I got a room at a hostel and stayed there for a week. Moved up everything I gave away everything. I gave my car away. My son went off to college. I gave all my furniture away. I was like, this is going to have to happen. It just has to happen now. I can always come back, but I'm not. So, after a week of staying in the hospital, I was lying there. I said, okay, I can't stay here too much longer. I'm going to run out of money. I said, this is not worth it. So then I get a phone call that, okay, somebody's renting a room in Brooklyn. So I moved to Brooklyn and stayed there, and I started assisting Hadia in her salon. I built myself up. I kept working. So she said, Antwon, May, I'm moving to March 24th. I need you to fill in for me at Wendy because I have a great big job to do. Can you do that? I said, yeah, I'll fill in. She's okay. She's going off to do a job. 4:30, March 24th. I get a phone call. My mom passed away. I say to you again, how bad do you want it? They don't know me at the show that well. She's already off on another job. I've already moved here 3 months. What am I do? Not go in? Go back home? Because the setback? I got dressed, cried. Walking down the street, cried. On the train, cried. Stood right there at the corner of the building. Nobody see, cried. Walked through that door and was smiling down. Good morning, and did my job. And somehow they found out and that blew them away. It even blew Hadia away. And on top of that, if you guys are familiar with TV, it was a lay-in from a look that she had did 2 weeks ago, which that wig was downtown. So I had to jump in the cab, go downtown, get that wig, and bring it back, and have it done by the time we started taping because it's live. All the while, I'm the only child, so I'm on the phone with everybody about the whole situation. How bad do you want it? My problems, my issues are mine, nobody else's. I did not take it through that door. I smiled and smiled and smiled. And then when I walked out, whatever happened outside, it happened. But I did my job. Took it home and dealt with it. How bad do you want it? How far will you go by maintaining your integrity? For the first 2 years of living in New York, I lost a sense of who I was in this industry. Because I wasn't strong enough with how I allowed the opinions of others who felt that I was unworthy to be in a position that I'm in so quickly. So much to that black poison began to seep into my spirit. And then I felt unworthy. And when you don't have trust when you have a big client, like when you don't have the trust of a big client, like it takes toll on your confidence. But I wanted it badly. And I was aware enough to know what was happening. This was all for me to grow. There was no looking back. Everything that has happened had happened. I couldn't do anything about it. But what was happening, I knew that I had to take it, learn from it, and grow from it. And so, December 2012, I'm lying in my bed. I'm just like, oh, I'm so sick of this industry, get on my nerves, and I don't know what happened, but I found who Antwon was. And it changed everything for me. This is what I can do. This is who I am. I can do no more or be nothing else. And it changed my relationship with everyone. And more importantly, with myself. I did not allow any other opinions to affect me. And I really pushed myself forward. And so then I started getting phone calls. Star Jones, Iman, Sheree. And then, I kind of jumped ahead of myself. And after a year of being in New York, I told my son when I moved to New York that I was going to win an Emmy. And I called it and I claimed it. And after a year of only being in New York, I was standing in LA accepting my first Emmy.
I got the first phone call.
Yes. So I say this to you not to discourage you, but only to encourage you to be true to yourself and hone in on your craft, know who you are, maintain your integrity. Because nobody has to give up their seat for you. We'll all just slide over for you. There's room for everybody. So I want to wish you all the best. good luck to everyone, and I will see you on the other side.
Yeah.